Hey guys, welcome to Popcorn on the Macabre, another tasty episode of Popcorn on the Macabre. This is Dick, and I'm sitting here with the Chatterer.
Yay!
Yes, and we're since we're always talking about kids,
We are?
well, we're always talking about fucked up kids.
Okay.
I don't want to make it sound like we're always talking about kids because that just doesn't sound right. But we do like movies about fucked up kids. At least I do. And I know you've seen a few of them. Like we've watched Mikey.
Mm-hmm. Clearly.
Yeah, and we actually have some other episodes where we talked about this movie that we're about to watch now.
Is this the one we talk about in
Multiple
multiple episodes?
This is what made me want to watch it because
Okay.
we've talked about this movie so much, so we might as well just watch the shit. And it's a movie from 1993, I believe. Yeah, it was released in '93, and it's got Macaulay Culkin in it, folks. If you haven't seen it, you need to get out there and fucking get on it. It's a movie called The Good Son.
Yeah, I remember my parents renting this, and they wouldn't let me in the bedroom while they watched it.
So they watched it, but they didn't want you.
Oh, no, I wasn't allowed to watch it, no.
Son of a bitch.
I was also a crazy kid, so they were probably like, he doesn't need to see this.
Yeah, they didn't want you getting any ideas.
Yeah.
It's probably the reason why this movie was banned in the UK, too, because they had that, was the and I think we've talked about this before, too, that David Bulger case where the fucking, something happened with a kid dies. Anyway, they didn't want any. I think they even gave Mikey the same treatment too, where they banned it. They considered a video nasty. But this movie, with it dealing with fucked up kids, I guess that's kind of a sore spot for people. But
They don't want to think that can actually happen.
Yeah,
Or
exactly. It's like it's too real. Like it hits home for a lot of people.
I mean, I guess I can understand not letting a little kid see it because giving ideas.
Yeah,
I wouldn't, want to plant anything in.
I think my parents definitely thought that about me. They probably thought that I was a serial killer in training, and because I did hang around.
Still got a few years left.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I have thoughts. Everybody has dark thoughts, and when I was a kid, I always I thought shit like this, but I never acted on it. But I did. I hung out with really fucked up kids. Like I never actually did any of this crap myself, but there was a kid that I hung around with that fucking killed caterpillars and all kinds of morbid shit. But anyway, with that being said,
Yeah.
I guess I've set the right tone for this. So we might as well just go right into it. And if you guys have the Blu-ray, I have the Kino Lorber Blu-ray, which I believe is the only Blu-ray. And if you guys have the DVD, it doesn't matter. It should still play the same. So I'm on the play feature option right now, and that's what we're about to do. But before we get started, stab the like button, folks.
Yep.
And
Subscribe.
Please
Leave
do.
us a comment so we get through these stupid algorithms.
Yeah, please do. We need fucking comments, guys. I don't know how many times we got to tell you, but we need comments. You guys aren't leaving comments, and that's okay. But I mean, we only have 130 subscribers right now.
Yeah.
So maybe
We're growing.
We'll get some comments in the near future. But anyway, with that being said, we're about to dive into the movie, and and let's
Hit play,
see.
motherfucker.
I'm just gonna do it. 3, 2, 1, now.
I will have to say the music there at the select screen was very peaceful.
It wasn't
Considering the
peaceful.
movie.
I thought it was kind of moody, but maybe
Really?
that's just because
I thought it was relaxing and.
it was kind of serene, but maybe that's because it was.
Oh, this movie will probably never see.
It was
the
giving
light
us
of day
a
again, will
false
it?
sense of security.
Disney own this one too now.
Yeah, you talking about 20th Century Fox?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Fox.
I doubt Disney will release this again.
Well, no. The thing about Disney is they actually have licensed out a lot of their titles now
To other people.
Yeah, so
Smart.
you're probably going to see a lot more Fox titles come from boutique labels like Scream Factory, Kino Lorber, maybe even Arrow. Now, 4K releases, probably not, but we'll definitely be seeing some more Blu-rays.
It has some names in it, doesn't it? Some future stars.
Future stars and stars of yesteryear.
Yeah.
David Morse. Now that's a guy.
Who was the Reuben guy?
Joseph Rubin. Yeah.
Would I know him from anything else?
He's the director of The Stepfather.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And I believe when we did our commentary for The Stepfather, we talked about this movie quite a bit. So
sure.
maybe while we watch this movie, we'll talk about The Stepfather.
Stepfather's really fucking dark too.
It is.
They have the same tone.
Yeah, they do. And
It's all serious. No, no.
yeah, that may have been the reason why they picked Joe Rubin to do this movie. But he also, around this same time, maybe it was a couple years before this, but he also did Sleeping with the Enemy. Do you remember that one?
Sounds familiar, but I probably wasn't allowed to watch it. So
Yeah, I actually promised myself that I wasn't going to ask you that anymore. But
you keep asking me that same movie.
Yeah, or no, just that question. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah, you should. You should know I have like dementia or something.
Yeah, but you got to remember that one because it had Julia Roberts in it, and it was, now, I don't know if you'd seen it, but surely you remember like just the movie being at the video store. It had like.
No, dude, I'm drawing a blank. I'm even trying to see Julia Roberts.
Yeah, she was like in a bathtub or something. She had like this real pensive, scared look on her face, but that was the video box. But anyway, we're not going to talk about fucking Sleeping with the Enemy. We might do a commentary on that one.
Joseph Rubin produced this too?
He did. He had his name all over.
Who wrote it? I missed that.
The writer, interesting because the writer was a dude named Ian McEwan, and he was like a British novelist.
Okay.
And he got involved with the project early on, and I know he has his name all over the screenplay, but I honestly think the person who really wrote most of it was Joseph Rubin's buddy. I can't remember the dude's name, but he wrote like The Stepfather. Did some writing for The Stepfather also. He was like the guy that Joe Rubin always turned to get scripts kind of doctored up. David Lowery was his name, by the way.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
Where's this in his career? It's not the beginning, is it? I mean, it's at the beginning of his career, but it's not the first thing he did.
It's hard to say if this is actually like the beginning of his career. It might have been because I don't really remember Elijah Wood doing.
Was he in any of those baseball movies? He's not in the Rookie of the Year or anything like that.
The Rookie of the Year kid was that was the American Pie dude, wasn't it?
Oh, really?
I think so. Yeah.
I guess I could see it now.
Yeah. But Elijah Wood, dude, I don't know where this was at in his career, but it's amazing just to see like how far he's come. Like he's producing shit now, fucking Greasy Strangler, and he's still acting.
He's got his own company.
Yeah, Spectre Vision for those who don't know.
And who's the dad right there? You said you said David Moore.
David Morris from The Rock.
Okay, I know the guy's face, but I didn't know the name.
Yeah, he was like Ed Harris's right hand man in The Rock.
Who's the bad guy in? Shit, I shouldn't even brought that up now. But it's some movie where it's like a suburban movie.
Lay it on me.
And there's a terrorist in the neighborhood, and the family, I think, realizes he's a terrorist.
Yeah, Arlington Road.
Yeah, that's not him in Arlington Road. Who is the bad guy in that? Because I think I get them confused.
Tim Robbins. Yeah. They kind of, I guess they kind of look similar. They have like those beady little eyes.
It may just be the hair. Maybe does.
This movie starts out really sad. Like this is like really depressing. Like his mom just like dies. Fucking, I guess I'm assuming cancer. But yeah, it kind of just hits that little melancholy note right off the bat.
I don't know what the fuck I'm going to say.
Not trying to bum you out or anything.
Yeah.
But
I started like, here, I'm going to need to take a drink. Or you know what?
There you go. Just settle in for the sadness. But yeah, a little background on this movie while you're getting fueled up over there, getting fired up.
I think I may die now.
But I was going to talk about the producer, Mary Ann Page, and she actually tried to get this movie. She tried to get it greenlit for a long time, but because the script, I guess, had been floating around Hollywood for years. I think this was originally supposed to be made like in the late '80s, but they finally didn't get it made until like 92 or 93. But a lot of the people that were involved in it in the late '80s, they didn't. Like the kid that they were supposed to use for Macaulay Culkin's part, he had gotten too old. So they, the kid from Swim Fan was supposed to be the original. I don't know if it was Elijah Wood's part or Macaulay Culkin's part, but he was supposed to be the original fucking. I think either.
Either which way.
Yeah. But he got too old, and
well, it happens when you wait from late '80s to '93.
Yeah. It was like a good 6 or 7 year period to get this made, and then I think once they actually got it greenlit. What was his name? Macaulay Culkin's fucking dad stepped in, because Macaulay Culkin's dad was that dude Kit Culkin, and he was like a real powerhouse around Hollywood at the time because, I mean, his kid was in Home Alone, so naturally he's going to have a lot of pull. But I think that, like, I don't remember the whole story. Mary Steenburgen was supposed to play the mom, not the sick mom that we just saw, but the
new mom.
Yeah, Elijah Wood's mom, or Macaulay Culkin's mom. And I'm fucking this all up, but
I'm just letting you.
I'm trying to go by memory here. I'm trying to remember, but I know Mary Steenburgen was supposed to be a part of it, and I think the reason why she wasn't is because it got in the way of some other film, and Kit Culkin wanted Home Alone 2 to be shot first or something, and I don't know the exact timeline, but
it's the same year.
It was around the same time, because I actually think Fox wanted to do Home Alone 2 first. And, I don't know how it played out, but...
Well, I can see that. Home Alone is more of like a family movie. It'll put, Macaulay on the radar.
It's going to bring the money in, yeah.
And then if you did this first and then Home Alone, they'd be like, oh, that's that crazy kid from that movie that was killing...
Yeah, well, the first Home Alone had already been released. But the sequel is the one... They wanted to do Home Alone 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lost in New York.
Okay. I connected finally.
Yeah. I imagine they wanted to get that one done first because that was where the money was at. See, with a movie like this, they probably didn't know if this shit was going to make money or not.
Well, yeah. Okay, if you put out another Home Alone and it does great, which it did, then Macaulay Culkin's name is going to sell this movie for you, hopefully.
And it pretty much did. Yeah. It did. I mean...
I bet that's why my parents watched it.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I watched it. I was so excited because it was like the idea of the Home Alone kid, just
fucking
being
people
a
up.
complete fucking psycho. Yeah, it was pretty much like, I don't want to say this is like a remake of The Bad Seed, but it's definitely a play on that movie. And just seeing the Home Alone kid fuck people up even more than he did in Home Alone, because
dude,
in Home Alone, that's kind of a horror movie now if you really think about it.
I'm just going to let you know right now.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking high. I hear you, but I'm not connecting.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, you never do, so that's just...
I'm just telling you now, my eyes are real heavy.
Hey, that's just part of it, man. I mean...
but it'll be interesting to see where this goes today.
It's okay. I'll talk at you, and I may even talk through you.
Okay. Hey,
but...
I may totally interrupt you.
Yeah. It may happen.
But, okay.
That has definitely happened.
I really want to know where this was in Elijah's career.
Well, look it up.
I am.
Because...
Let's see if somebody can tell us in the comments before I look it up.
Well, I don't think this was his first movie.
It's got to be close, though.
Yeah, it's close.
Because is he about the same age as McCulkin?
McCulkin. Yeah. And they're actually friends still to this day.
Oh, dude. I would be his friend.
Yeah, dude.
I'd be both of their friends.
Matt Culkin is still kind of like a cool guy. Like, did you see him on Joe Rogan?
Mm-mm.
He did an interview on Rogan, and he's actually kind of a chill dude. Like, you'd think he'd be kind of a pretentious douche nozzle, but when he was talking to Joe Rogan, he apparently he lives in Paris. I don't know if he still does, but
who are you talking about?
Macaulay Culkin.
Okay, that's who I just want to make sure I was following the right place.
Well, you also could have thought that I was talking about Elijah Wood, because you are looking him up right now.
Well, dude, I was trying to type, and it's so hard trying to type right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sitting here I was like, any which way, it's really hard to type right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I was following you. So yeah, I do believe he lives in Europe.
And he's also just living off his investments, dude. Like, he doesn't ever have to work another day in his life, because the amount of money that he was making around this time, not to say that his parents probably didn't fucking try to take a bunch of it, but whatever money he has now, he's just living off the fucking dividends, dude.
Yeah, wasn't he in a band or something? Didn't he make a band?
That I don't know.
Dude, I want to say he did.
You might need to look that up.
I'm going to look that up because it's either him or Woods. I think somebody was in a band that sings about
I could picture Elijah Woods being in a band.
pizza for some reason. I got a band that sings about nothing but pizza for some reason. I'm like,
Do you remember,
dude, I'm so high.
do you remember that movie?
I just hearted him. I hearted Elijah on here because I'm so high. My hand shook.
You can heart people on
I guess.
IMDb.
I guess it puts them in your favorites.
Is IMDb like a social media app now? Like where you can
I guess it favorites them. I didn't realize
you
it.
can like shit.
It took me to get high to realize it.
Oh, here's Macaulay Culkin. Just to let you folks know where we are. This is when he's hanging upside down with his Michael Myers mask.
Okay, we haven't talked about this, but let's talk about how good he was in this movie.
Yeah, he was fucking awesome. Like even just this opening scene. Look how fucking sinister he looks when he puts the mask on. Like he's just like staring at him. Like,
dude, this is really good child acting.
Yeah. It's like he's staring a hole through him. Like, yeah, you're gonna be my foe, bitch.
Yeah. This movie's way serious.
It really is. Yeah, and I don't think there's an ounce of humor in this movie, which is why probably a lot of people around this time hated it. Like most of your mainstream critics at the time.
Moms, those ratings people.
Yeah, definitely moms. Like, yeah. People involved with the MPAA and I would
they didn't want back then. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was, and this movie definitely is a hard R. Like
they got lobster on the plates.
Yeah, and the chick at the table, not the like the young chick, that's Macaulay Culkin's sister, Quinn Culkin.
Yeah, I saw her name earlier.
Yeah. Which she did not go on to do anything. Apparently, she didn't want to follow in the footsteps of Macaulay. Because he's probably being abused, dude. Like, I heard his dad was kind of a son of a bitch.
Yeah, I've heard stories, but I don't really remember them. I just remember, like, the idea of a hard family life.
Yeah. Like, I think because the dad was kind of a failed actor, I don't really know
live through their kids.
Yeah, exactly. He was trying to live vicariously through all of his kids, like, and that includes, God, dude, how many of them are fucking actors? You have Kieran Culkin, which I don't know what happened to him. He was kind of getting big for a minute there, but then you had Rory Culkin, who actually shows up in this.
Is he Rory? Is he the one in the
Scream 4?
No. Well, what's that? It's not. The band is Mayhem. Is it Lords of Salem?
Yeah, that's Rory.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man, that was a good movie.
I need to watch that one.
That's a good movie. He does really good in that, man.
I bought it on Blu-ray, but I have not watched it yet.
Dude, it's pretty fucked up. It's a dark movie.
I need to watch it.
Oh.
I say that about a lot of movies.
It'll be one that we probably do a commentary on, because it's a fucked up movie.
We should. We definitely should.
I guess it's crazy.
Yeah. I'm glad to see that, at least one of the Culkin family members is still, doing movies and shit. Because I don't know what happened with Kieran. But
I feel like I've seen him in something.
Yeah. Are you still?
I'm still trying to find.
Still looking
what
up
was
Elijah
I doing
Wood over there?
Okay, is that what?
Elijah Wood.
His first movie. Dude, I'm stoned. Fuck me.
No.
You started talking about Kieran, and I was like, yeah, I got engaged in that and forgot.
Elijah Wood was in something.
Flipper, 96.
Flipper. No. Was it Flipper?
Yeah, it says Flipper
Or
here.
Flubber.
Flipper, dude.
No, he wasn't in Flubber. Yeah. Well, so what was his first movie?
I don't know. I was just saying he was in it because that was right after The Good Son, a couple of years.
Dude, you remember playing
3
Army
years.
like this shit? Like what he's doing? Remember how fun that was? Like, acting like you were...
Yeah. Dude.
Throwing grenades and
my
shit?
My parents wouldn't let us have Nerf guns, but, dude, now my kids have Nerf guns.
Do they?
Oh, yeah, dude. We have Nerf War all the time.
Yeah.
You know, they have a Nerf War arena down the street now where you can go and with like a group of people and have a Nerf War. It's got a course and everything.
I didn't know that, dude.
Yeah.
It always kind of feels like parents are trying to discourage that shit nowadays.
Not. Did you watch Adventures of Huck Flynn?
Huck Finn?
Yeah, Flynn.
Yeah, yeah.
But you could tell my dry mouth turned that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
I kind of do.
The Witness?
Huh?
The Witness?
The Witness, no.
Oh, dude. Oh, well. I guess he's just a little boy. Forever Young?
I remember Forever Young.
I don't know that I've seen that.
That was with Mel Gibson, wasn't it? Like 92.
Radio Flyer?
Radio Flyer, yeah. Okay, and these are all before The Good Son, right?
Yep.
This chick right here, the mom, she's really fucking hot, dude. That's an actress by the name of Wendy Crewson, for those who don't know. And she actually came out as gay recently.
Oh.
Yeah, she was married to, for years, let's see, she was married to, the Michael Murphy. The guy who, Robert Altman used him in a lot of movies, but she was married to him for years, and then recently came out as lesbo.
You know that haircut she's got right now?
More power to her.
The haircut she has in this movie, that style was really big back then.
It was. It's not like a bob, but it's like a...
Because didn't the Chicken Ghost have that kind of hairstyle?
Yeah, that was real big around this time. Just like a... I don't know what you call it.
And what was
just
that?
A short boy cut.
Wasn't there a movie where the chick was like...
Demi Moore.
Given $1 million or something to have sex with her... Like a...
Yeah, that was Demi Moore in Decent Proposal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That haircut was big around this time, and it was kind of sexy.
Dude, you see it in almost all like 90s, early 90s movies.
Yeah.
Right? And, do you remember Child in the Night?
Child in the Night.
90?
No.
In R. It's freaking Elijah Wood.
Oh.
Played a dude named Luke.
Luke? Yeah, no. Is it a horror film?
I don't know. It's just still going down. Dude, he was a video game boy in Part 2, Back to the Future Part 2.
Yeah, that's right. I remember hearing about that.
Forever. Did you say Forever Your Girl just a minute ago?
Forever.
Paula Abdul's Forever Your Girl in 89. He was in the 5-minute uncredited video.
I was thinking of Forever Young with Mel Gibson.
But, okay. Dude, Elijah Wood he's probably been
doing
acting
shit since he was like 3.
No, he's been acting since he was in the semen pool, dude.
Yeah, dude, obviously, because he would have been born like probably the same year as me.
Dude.
Maybe. How old is he? He was born in like 82 or...
81, he's my age.
80, yeah.
January 28th.
Yeah. Dude, look how fucking tall this tree is, man. Like, that is some ballsy shit.
So I was straight up this kid's same age. Yeah, my parents weren't letting me watch this.
Yeah.
I was a hell child.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. This is like, I mean, we're already up in the ante here. Like, I think this is the part when he says, Mark, don't fuck with me. Not sure, but... Yeah, and the fucking score by Elmer Bernstein is the shit. Like you said, it's kind of peaceful, but it's ominous at the same time.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't make you feel
like you're in complete danger yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're kids playing. Because it's scary during the intense parts.
Yeah.
But then when they're goofing off, it's like...
Yeah, he knows kind of how to shift it from terrorizing to whimsical.
Sitting here looking at Macaulay. Evidently, he did Changeland in 2019.
Macaulay did?
Yeah, have you heard of that? I haven't heard of that.
No.
It looks interesting. I think I may have seen it come across Amazon now.
See, yeah, it's like, I don't know if he completely just retired from acting, but I know he's real selective about what he does now.
TV, it looks like, in video games.
Yeah, because I don't know, like it seems like one of the last movies he did was that Party Monster. Did you ever see that shit with like Seth Green?
No, but I'll wait. I don't know. I can't complete a thought right now. Like, I get sucked into the movie. I'm trying to concentrate. Like, I'm floating trying to concentrate.
Oh, yeah.
It's like playing basketball with thoughts. I'm like passing it.
Wait, playing basketball with thoughts?
Yeah, because my attention is going here, 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 here.
Well,
here.
you gotta play basketball with thoughts, man. You just gotta think on your feet.
Richie Rich. Oh man, I remember that.
Dude, that was like one of Macaulay's last movies, wasn't it? That and The Page Master and shit.
Dude, Richie Rich was in '94.
Yeah. Year after this.
Okay,
I love that
Page
movie.
Master.
I don't care what people say about Richie Rich. I love that movie. Like, that's a really good Macaulay Culkin
Okay, here's
movie.
Party Monster in 2003.
I'm talking about Richie Rich, though, motherfucker. I'm not done talking about Richie Rich.
Okay, well, I was just trying to connect where you were at.
Yeah. When's the last time you've seen Richie Rich?
I bet I showed it to one of my kids. If I haven't, then a long time.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta
Maybe since the theater.
we gotta watch Macaulay Culkin's cigarette smoking here. I doubt that was real, but I remember when I was a kid, I always thought this was cool. Like, that's how they get you, dude. Like, back in our day, they would show like commercials or not commercials, but there may have been certain cartoons or movies we would watch where they made smoking look cool.
Well, I think this is also the natural. This is real right here. This is probably kids learning about cigarettes.
Yeah. I remember I wanted to smoke weed so bad, dude. When I was like probably 12 or 13, around that age, I was like really curious about it. So I used to roll up my own. I would smoke paper, dude. Like, I would just smoke.
No, I didn't ever do anything like that.
Yeah, I would just smoke paper, and sometimes we put leaves in it and shit. But me and my friend Jeremy, like, we'd roll up, we'd like put leaves in there and like burn that shit, and it tasted horrible, but we looked cool.
Oh, dude.
This is when he's telling him about his little brother Richard, who's played by Rory Culkin, but it's not actually. You just see like pictures of him.
Well, I was listening to the score there. It really draws you in, and they were walking around, so they're like spinning. It's almost like a duel off.
Yeah.
Over this whale.
Yeah, there's some good little contrast there, like kind of showing these guys that, you know, like they're gonna be enemies later, and it's like we know it. Because he's already kind of having this psychological battle of the wills with him, you know. It's interesting. But the music does definitely heighten that.
Oh, dude, it plays really good with the scenes.
Yeah.
Well, it was really intense while they were walking around the well.
Yeah. This guy, man, Elmer Bernstein.
But then right here, it sets you down with that family vibe.
Yeah, yeah. See, and dude, Elmer Bernstein, like, I remember his name being on a bunch of movies, but I looked him up recently, and he did the music for American Werewolf in London. He did the music for Ghostbusters.
Like that?
Yeah, he did the music for The Magnificent Seven, the old Western. To Kill a Mockingbird. That's how long this dude's been around. He did the music for To Kill a Mockingbird. And the Ten Commandments.
Dude had a career.
Yeah, he did.
Dude, I bet he had an amazing life.
Yeah. And he was like one of those old school composers, like one of those conductors, like, like Bernard Herrmann and shit.
A real composer.
Yeah. I forgot to talk about the dad that we just saw there.
Oh, did you? You forgot? But
yeah,
you're talking now.
Yeah.
So did you really forget?
I forgot. I forgot to bring him up. Well, I forgot to bring him up earlier, but I was gonna ask if you recognized him from Cujo.
I recognize him, but not to that movie.
He's a little.
I just recognize him.
He's a little more bloated in this movie, but yeah, he was definitely in Cujo. He was a lot skinnier in Cujo. We'd have to look at him again, but his name was Daniel Hugh Laurie.
Oh, dude.
And speaking of Cujo.
Yeah, this movie just set me like in a weird like flashback. Like it's really intense.
What, did you ever run from dogs like this? I hate when I was a kid, I hated fucking dogs, dude. Now I'm like the biggest dog lover.
I'm not gonna say I ever ran from dogs, but I never really put myself in situations to
where you had to. Yeah,
I kept animals or things that could be at length.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, what kind of fucking dog is that? That's like
I don't know.
That is a fucking homeless, mangy ass dog.
I'll tell you what. That was really intense because at that same time that scene hit, I got drunk. or the buzz kicked
You
in.
just automatically got drunk like that.
That's when it kicked in, and
Yeah.
but it gave me that extreme anxiety.
Like when that dog was chasing him, you realized, fuck, I'm drunk.
Well, it changed my whole evening. It totally amped up the anxiety.
Well, I used to be scared of dogs, like I said, and scenes like that always frightened the shit out of me. I'm not really scared of dogs anymore, but I have seen a lot of horror movies with dogs that, like when I was a kid, they just petrified me because, dude, yeah, I had an experience when I was a kid, or probably around this same age, where me and my sister were walking home from school, and there was a dog who it was coming out of the backyard, and it looked at us, and it seemed like it was running after us, but I don't know if it like chased us.
Your neighbor's dog scares the shit out of me.
Like I thought it did. But which one?
The one that had the broken fence. That dog was scary.
Yeah, that dog is.
I didn't like walking past that dog.
That dog it keeps trying to get through the fence too.
Yeah, the motherfucker
notice
broke
how
it.
it's like
It broke it.
chewing through all the planks. But yeah, I remember like when that dog was chasing me and my sister, like it felt like it was trying to bite us and shit, but it probably wasn't. It was probably trying to be friendly. Well, no, because when I turned around, I looked at the dog and it was just had like its tongue out, and it was, it looked friendly.
Shit.
But in my mind, I was thinking this motherfucker is trying to eat our ass.
I had a friend back then, probably around this time. A dude had been barely survived being attacked by Rottweilers.
Oh yeah,
Multiple ones, dude. He had bites all over him.
Yeah, those can be mean.
But yeah, that was really intense. That really fucked my high up.
Well, this might even fuck your high up too, depending on if you like cats or not. Doesn't he? I think he ends up killing the cat. Like, this movie is fucking cruel, dude.
But killing a cat is more believable than killing a human. If he killed a human, it would totally take this movie out of the realm of reality.
Well, and it's also trying to I guess, establish that he is a sociopath. Pretty much like,
Yeah,
he's on his way to becoming a full blown psychopath.
has he already admitted or what his deal is?
Well, that's what you don't really know. Like, that's what I think is cool about this movie, is there is that element of mystery there. You don't really know why he is the way he is, because his parents are completely normal. So it's almost like you can say that he's just innately evil, but it's not like it came through the bloodline.
Who is this? A shrink?
Yeah, it's some fucking...
Has he been tattling on the kid? Why are they seeing the shrink?
I think he's kind of dealing with his mom.
Oh,
shit.
dying.
Yeah, the
Okay.
loss of his mom. I don't think he really was talking about Henry at this point. Not yet.
Well, Henry's been saying fucked up shit to him, right?
Yeah. Dude, Elijah Wood is just a really... I will say underrated, but he may not be underrated. Maybe there's a lot of people who like him.
Dude,
But
just realizing how long he's been acting is a testament, man, to how good he is.
yeah,
A lot of child actors,
they fizzle out.
well, it's kind of like comedic actors. They can only go for like a 10-year period because then they age out of their comedy.
Yeah,
Like kid actors.
some of them, yeah.
Kid actors, I guess there's a lot that have gone on, but
Yeah, Drew Barrymore. But see, what happened with Drew Barrymore...
she quit though, right? For a
She
while.
kind of quit, but then came back with a vengeance.
Right, she had she downied.
Yeah, totally. 'Cause Robert Downey Jr., that's another example of a guy who's been around the block.
But was he a kid actor? He was, as far as I know, he was a teen.
Teen actor, but
Right.
yeah, not really kid.
And so was Barrymore, though, was a kid.
Yeah. Drew Barrymore had been in it from like age 2. But she had, a celebrity family.
Shit, this McCawkin's fucking parents.
McCawkin. You make him sound like a porn actor.
I'm sorry. Do I put a dick shadow around him?
I like how you always, you call him Macaulay Calkin.
Well, his dad had to have had some kind of pull to get his kids in all these movies.
Yeah, well, his dad was a famous Broadway actor. And, see,
Well, then why'd you call him failed earlier?
Well, because he never became as big as he wanted. I think he had been trying to.
Would you say crossover?
Yeah, like he probably was a stage actor, probably trying to get into movies and stuff. And now I think he did have a bit part in West Side Story, but as one of the background dancers or something. But he probably when he had his kids, he was like, well, I need to fucking live through them because I never made it. And it's kind of like that whole just the way the dad treated the Jackson 5. Mm-hmm. Michael Jackson's dad, probably just really hard on him.
The work, yeah.
Yeah, just really fucking abusive because
he's making money off of them.
Yeah,
I mean,
and think about if you had a kid like Macaulay Culkin who just for whatever reason just became this international superstar, because it's like, dude, what was it really about Culkin that was so alluring? Was it his blonde hair? Was it the fact that he was a cute little boy? Did he have was he precocious?
Dude,
cute, charming?
He probably, yes, he hit those. But dude, it's probably
because he wasn't the greatest actor.
Dude, he's a good. Dude, he's good here. And look at My Girl.
He's a good actor, but when you
good child actor.
When you compare him to Elijah Wood, see, I think Elijah Wood is way better than Macaulay Culkin in this movie.
Oh well, it shows. I hate to say it, but his career too. Elijah Wood kept going. Maybe he stopped for certain reasons that I don't know about.
Yeah.
But it seemed like he only went so far, and then he's kind of made a comeback, evidently.
Elijah or Macaulay?
Macaulay.
Well, Macaulay Culkin, according to the interview that I listened to with Joe Rogan, he made it sound like he was retiring from acting, but if he loved the project or the script enough, he would do it. But Elijah Wood is still going strong, and it kind of goes to show you that anybody who has longevity has always had the skills, because you can watch this movie.
Where the fuck did he come from?
Who?
Wood.
Oh, I don't know.
Dude, they should totally do some kind of story on Wood.
Yeah, but he should have been Elijah Wood. To me, would have.
Oh, they're gonna shoot the dog.
He would have been good in Home Alone.
I think the blonde kid plays better for that.
Well, yeah, there was that whole cute blonde thing going on at the time, because remember you had Dennis the Menace and and Macaulay Culkin was fucking awesome in Uncle Buck too. But.
Dude. Yeah. It gets silent. They just shot the dog.
Yeah, they just killed the dog. Yeah.
I mean,
crazy. I don't think movies would go there nowadays.
No, dude. This movie, there's a reason my parents didn't want to show me this.
This movie's good.
I was pretty much him already. I had a bad childhood.
So, yeah, you weren't killing animals and shit though, right?
No, I was.
Were you?
I was fighting my parents.
Are you making a confession right now?
Oh no. No, I was pretty fucked up though.
I think we all were.
They put me in a child ward when I ran away from school.
Yeah. Were you around this age?
I was 10.
Shit. Yeah.
So yes, I was, because that would have been. It would have been a little bit before this.
This is a hard age. For whatever reason, I remember just being kind of.
And I got tackled by the fucking janitor at Sherwood Elementary.
Yeah.
And then the fucking police came and took me to fucking, So but I had been fighting. I had been at therapy. I had been fighting with my parents.
So you were kind of a little sociopath in the making, huh? But you didn't.
I hit my head. I had a head injury at 10 too.
Yeah, I mean that definitely explains.
Yes,
it.
It's post-traumatic.
You weren't innately evil like little Henry here.
No, it's just a symptom of after a bad head trauma.
Yeah, it's been known to happen. It completely changes your personality.
No, it did.
I mean, yeah, you became like a different dude, like you said. I mean, you weren't, torturing animals and trying to kill people, but
I
you
wasn't
probably
the same.
You did say that you had violent tendencies.
I lashed out at my parents.
And I think, naturally, this is the age where kids, or boys, should I say?
No, I was just crazy. My son never did anything. He's like fucking angel.
Yeah. So he doesn't have little outbursts or spurts of anger. It's crazy, man. I was a pissed off kid, I guess, because.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Probably because my dad. I like how we're going through like
It's like
a
therapy.
therapy
Yes,
session.
yeah, this is totally turned into therapy.
Yeah, but like, dude, my dad screamed at me like a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And dude, and I turned out to be like like an overly aggressive, like just bundle of nerves.
Yeah.
You know?
You were always on your nerves,
Yeah.
and you tried to numb your nerves by watching movies.
And it always worked. It always helped. But then when I watched movies like this, I was like, fuck, maybe I need to build a dummy and drop it off a bridge. Cause a bunch of cars to crash. Which we haven't got to that part yet, but...
Okay, because I was lost as fuck.
You don't remember Mr. Highway?
Oh, this is that movie?
Yeah, Mr. Highway, yeah. We're not there yet, but it's actually like probably the most well-known part of this movie. And it was actually one of the reasons why this movie was banned in Europe. Because I do think in real life, a couple of kids tried this shit.
Oh, I think this has been tried more than once.
Yeah. But,
do you think that's why they put it in this movie? Because it had already happened?
No, it definitely... No.
Or did it spawn... This movie spawned that idea?
Yeah, it's definitely... This isn't like a chicken and egg thing. This definitely came first because it's kind of like the Beavis and Butthead thing when the kid burned down the trailer park, whatever. That definitely came from Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Mr. Highway,
Listen to the music.
Yeah, he kind of looks like the Invisible Man. I like that. Yeah, the music is great. Once again, Elmer Bernstein. Can't go wrong with that guy.
Well, he gives you like it's oh man, his use of notes, and
it's hard to say what it is because it's like
his composing is.
You
what
remember
it
in
is.
Ghostbusters how you kind of felt this little. It had like a sense of innocence, but at the same time, it was kind of like the undertones were sinister.
Hey, didn't you tell me at the beginning of this you weren't going to say something like that to me again?
What?
I don't remember Ghostbusters music.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I just assumed that
I know
would
I like it
because every fucking kid has seen Ghostbusters.
Well, I just didn't realize that the guy that did the music for Ghostbusters was this same guy. You know, you're connecting me to movies that I like and
I just assumed that you remembered the music from Ghostbusters.
I wasn't paying attention to that shit at that age. To be honest, until I started hanging out with you 24/7, I didn't start paying attention to the people's names.
That's true, yeah. Not to toot my own horn, but you did get your entire movie education from me.
Yeah, dude, I tell people your stories all the time.
Yeah.
That's why I call you Matt Pinfield, man, of the movies.
Yeah. My God, man. Yeah, these kids just cause a crazy pileup here. And yeah, this movie would... I hate saying this, but this movie totally would not be made nowadays.
I'm trying to think of just normal movies that are made nowadays. What normal movies are made nowadays?
I know, and we kind of grew up like in a good period, I think, because around this time, I'm not going to say the movies from the 90s were the best, but they had sack.
Yeah.
These movies had balls, they had sack.
There's no ham in it for sure.
No.
Like this is
this
is so real.
And that's what I was going to say. There's like a verisimilitude because you have the tone from these movies was so serious. It seemed real, like it could really happen. There's no tongue-in-cheek shit. There's no winking at the audience. You know, and this is kind of off subject, but dude, I watched the movie with Bob Odenkirk last night, Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I liked it. I thought it was good, but I also kind of thought it was like too unrealistic. You know, it's like...
Mm-hmm. It's like John Wick.
Yeah, and everything...
Remember? I told you.
You did tell me. But every movie I feel like is like if this movie were made nowadays, they would try to put some kind of like comic book element in there. Or I will say they would try to play it up more, like with a little more humor and a little more like tongue-in-cheek crap. Like, hey, let's make a nod to this or a reference to that. Or let's just be funny, you know, like for no reason.
That I like Nobody, but my biggest critique of that is that I thought it was going to be something completely different, and then it turned out to, like I tell you, almost follow the John Wick paradigm.
Yeah.
Or like maybe they meant to try to make fun of that paradigm.
Yeah.
Maybe that's their whole plan.
Maybe, But no, it was from the same writer, dude.
Oh, okay. Then.
It was from
I didn't know
literally
that. Yeah.
from the writer of John Wick. And
Okay, that makes complete sense. Then.
yeah, Derek Kolstad. He was like repeating the same formula. I felt like, and
Oh.
then, but hey, but I mean, but hey, whatever makes you money, you know, because like
I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I just hated seeing John Wick in it.
yeah, it was a fun movie, but it was. I almost kind of rolled my eyes at the beginning, whenever like you see Bob Odenkirk and he pulls the cat out at the beginning, because that was literally like a save the cat moment. You know how they in screenwriting books, for those who don't know, they tell you that you have to have a save the cat moment, which is pretty much like a moment where it's not like they're speaking in metaphors basically when they say save the cat, because they need a moment like within the first 5 minutes of the movie where the character does something courageous, like saving a cat from getting hit, because it makes the character, I guess, more likable or more relatable. They literally have a scene at the beginning where Bob Odenkirk pulls out a kitty cat from his jacket, and I'm like, oh god, they're doing the save the cat thing here. Maybe I was looking too much into it, but I was kind of just thinking,
I feel bad that I gave you way too much of my critique when that movie came out, but I couldn't keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, no, I remember what you said about it, but you didn't give me any spoilers or anything.
Oh, dude. Hey, there's so much that goes with John Wick in that it makes me sick.
Yeah.
I was expecting a new, fresh kind of thing. I liked Odenkirk in it though.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
It's still a good fun. Like
it was
go
fun.
see it. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, and you almost kind of have to know what you're getting into. Like, if you go to see a movie like John Wick or something, you know what kind of movie you're getting into. And like, there's the dad from Cujo, by the way. So going back to the good.
Is he
son,
actually ever in the movie?
because
Because
yeah, that's like
you say his name when you point him out. Last time he was like walking, and you go, oh.
I know, it's like he's only in the movie for like 5 seconds. But going back to the good son here, it's like these movies, they were serious. They felt like real life. Like you felt like you could live in a house like this, and
Well, the kids were real.
yeah, like we all grew up with, with parents like this, with sisters like this, and I feel like movies. Okay, I'll put it like this: I feel like movies back in the day used to relate more to middle class America, and now it's like they only appeal to the bourgeois.
I think I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like they're out of touch. Like they just make movies about bougie motherfuckers. But now it's like, back in the day they made movies more about like fucking lower middle class or upper middle class. It was just Midwestern families or maybe some poor fuckers from the South.
Who shot this?
This was the cinematographer was a dude named John Lindley.
What else did he go on to do?
He actually shot The Stepfather.
Okay.
He worked with Joe Rubin a lot.
Okay, you can see it.
But no, John Lindley actually shot a bunch of other shit too. He shot Pleasantville.
The black and white movie?
Yeah.
Dude, I love that movie.
Yeah, he shot Serpent and the Rainbow, Wes Craven's Serpent and the Rainbow, which is one that we need to fucking watch.
I've been meaning to watch that for, like, I don't remember it really.
It's so good. So good. It's one of the best horror films of the late 80s.
Or I can't put images to that title, so it's like I've been wanting to watch that.
Yeah, Wes Craven's career around that time, like I know people think that he kind of started fizzling out after Nightmare on Elm Street because that's what everybody talks about when they talk about Wes Craven, but his late 80s career, even up to like early 90s when he did People Under the Stairs, dude, it was really fucking awesome. He was putting out, shit like Shocker and The Serpent and the Rainbow. And
Shocker's good, dude.
Shocker's
My
awesome.
voice cracked totally right there.
That's how excited you were.
Yeah, it came out. Like, I will have to say though, I think you showed me that movie.
Yeah. Before I start blowing my load on Wes Craven, because I could talk about Wes Craven.
Yeah,
through this whole movie.
Get back to the fucking movie.
Yeah, well, John Lindley, he also shot Field of Dreams, which is
he shot real movies.
He did, yeah, and that's why this movie looks so classy. Like, I know people criticize me and you or whoever, like people that talk about movies like nostalgically. You know how me and you are always kind of like talking about nostalgia, shit from the past. I know that gets a lot of flack from people. Like, they don't like it when people get too hung up on the past. But these movies, seriously, they don't make them like this anymore.
Well, this is a good movie.
Yeah, and it just...
You could show this to anybody, and they're gonna... I mean, they're gonna be affected by it. They may not like the subject matter, but they would have to say it. It's still a good...
Yeah, and that's why I feel like it was unfairly treated by the critics, because Roger Ebert straight up said that he hated this movie just because it had the kid from Home Alone in it as an evil fucking kid. Well, but that to me relates more to the content than the context. You know, it's like, dude, you're judging this movie just because you don't like seeing the sweet-natured, fun kid from Home Alone be a fucking killer. It's not fair to judge it on those merits.
Dude, look at his eyebrow. It's all like hooked up.
Yeah. The dad from Cujo again.
But wait, who was Elijah's dad?
That was David Morse.
What the fuck happened to him? I totally forgot.
Well, he's gone. He's gone. Like, he's not staying with him right now. I don't know what he's doing because I forgot. But
okay, yeah, because I've just now realized he's not
not in the movie.
I just realized that.
Yeah, he's not in the movie anymore, so don't worry about it. But he,
so dude is just like being fostered by this family, basically.
He's staying with his pretty much his cousins and aunts and uncles.
Okay. Dude,
but
I totally see Demi Moore.
Yeah, that is literally like the same fucking haircut.
Dude, that style was in back then.
Yeah.
That's all I kind of remember from this era is the haircuts.
Yeah. I feel like dudes or dads still kind of look like this too.
No, dude, we like shave the sides of our heads now and have hipster cuts, and
that is true. Yeah,
it plays more to like this 50s, 60s kind of hairstyle.
Yeah,
a revamp on it.
I guess I'm forgetting how old this guy is around this time. Like, he'd be what? Probably upper 40s, maybe?
Oh, I don't know. But that haircut is out to fucking date. If there's anything that's dated, it's that haircut.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that guy's dated.
Yeah, I always thought this was kind of creepy, too, about the kid Richard dying, because you find out that, like, Macaulay Culkin drowned him just because he was fucking jealous. And I don't know if that's something...
Is Macaulay their real child?
Macaulay, that's her kid, yeah.
And he killed his brother?
Yeah, he straight up drowned him.
And she know that? Does she know that?
She kind of has an idea later. Like, because he flat out admits it later on.
Okay, so she doesn't want... It's one of those she doesn't want to believe it things.
She doesn't want to believe it, exactly. She's in denial because it's almost like she knows Henry is a crazy fuck, but...
Well, I've got to go fucking piss this beer out.
Oh, Jesus. You and your fucking bladder.
Dude, I have like an old man prostate.
Good Lord. So I got to carry this one solo. All right, guys. Well, the Chad is taking a leak. I'm going to talk about this movie as much as I can. So, I don't know. I mean, I love this movie. I feel like fucking Garth in Wayne's World. Like, you know, whenever Wayne leaves and Garth has to say a bunch of shit and he doesn't know what to say. I have no fucking clue what to say. But I will say that it's pretty impressive that based off, you know, Macaulay Culkin's stardom at the time, it's like this movie was made for $17 million, which is unheard of, you know, by today's standards. Like, they don't really, other than Blumhouse, a lot of studios, they're not making movies for that cheap anymore. And it's amazing to me how back then movies had enough star power to make that kind of money, because this movie made $60 million worldwide. So, you know, $17 million budget, $60 million gross, pretty impressive. And it was just, like I said, it was just based off star power. It was like, you know, you could have a movie with Macaulay Culkin back then, or even just Tom Cruise, you know, a face, you know, Patrick Swayze, whoever the fuck it was around that time. You could draw people in just based off the star power. Like, you know, just say that it's starring Robert Redford or some shit. And, I mean, it could just be about a dude sitting at a fucking table eating breakfast. you know, and the movie could make money because you just had to have a fucking star. But it's not like that anymore because movies are. It takes more than I guess star power to draw people in now. But the Chad has returned from taking a leak, so I'm gonna.
I'll tell you what it takes to draw in people.
What's that?
Stars in tights.
Well, I was just kind of pointing out how like movies don't rely on stars as much anymore to draw people in. It's like you have a good marketing campaign and you can kind of like you don't have to have like faces on the marquee anymore. You know how it used to be about like.
Do you realize what time we're in?
Yeah,
Robert Downey Jr. was Iron Man for like a decade.
Yeah, and it's now it's just more about like content. It's fucking content. It's like
Oh, you're talking about like internet versus film?
yeah, and well, kind of. It's almost like film is starting to compete with content.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Why are we talking about content?
Yeah.
Let's talk about all the stars that are fucking in all the superhero movies.
Yeah, well, I'm actually surprised Macaulay Culkin didn't go on to be in movies like that. You know, like
Well, they weren't very good back then.
no, they weren't. But I mean, well, let's just say by the time he grew up, because he is kind of. I mean, he's our age, pretty much. I mean, dude, Macaulay Culkin. I feel like he got out at a good time because he probably literally would have been raped by the system or the studios.
So you think he would have been an okay actor? He could have transitioned if he wanted to keep going.
It's hard to say because, dude, I have not seen that movie Party Monster that I was talking about, where he was.
Oh, 2003.
With Seth Green. I don't know like how good of a job he does as an actor, but I will say that some people have been critical of Macaulay's acting as he got older. I don't know. I feel like he could still do it though. I never thought.
I don't know. Well, he's doing things now, so.
Yeah, well, I'll say this again. I do feel like Elijah Wood is a better actor.
Dude was in 2007. He was in Sex and Breakfast.
Yeah, I actually have that on DVD somewhere.
The Wrong Ferrari in 2011.
Oddly enough, I have Sex and Breakfast.
Adam Green's Aladdin.
Adam Green's Aladdin, as in like the Hatchet Adam Green?
I don't fucking know.
Well, look that one up. Chodler. Adam Green. If Macaulay,
I don't think it's that.
If Macaulay Culkin did a movie with Adam Green, I would totally watch it because it'd be some fucked up shit.
No, I think it's just like some fucking shit from somebody named Adam Green. I don't know. I'm too high to fucking pay attention to this.
Well, okay,
but I don't think
well,
it's the same one because it doesn't have Hatchet anywhere on his.
Okay, so Adam Green's a pretty common name, so it may not be the same guy.
But any which way,
anyway, who gives a fuck?
He was on the Jim Gaffigan show.
Who, Macaulay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of
8 episodes. Did you see that show?
No,
you're a Gaffigan fan,
it only lasted.
Aren't you?
I love Jim Gaffigan, yeah, but it only lasted for how many episodes?
He was on it for 8 episodes.
Oh, but the show.
The series was 2015 to 2016, so it looks like it didn't last very long either.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't know if it was a comedy show. I thought maybe you knew what it was.
Well, I heard that Jim Gaffigan had a show, but I didn't know. I never really tuned into it. I don't even watch TV anymore, dude. Like, I just watch movies. That's all I do.
It looks like
here we're about to have a Dead Zone moment where the kid like is about to go through the ice, or Henry's trying to kill his little sister here.
And that's his real little sister.
That's his real sister, yeah, Quinn Culkin, who did not go on to do jack shit after this, probably because she didn't want to be under the same scrutiny as Macaulay or any of his brothers.
I would have probably... There goes my voice again. I would have probably been down with it because I would have... Dude, it would have been awesome to be a child actor.
Are you changing your voice right now?
Yeah, on purpose, yes, because it came in high, so I decided to take it low.
I'll just fix it in post.
Oh no, I like to throw you for a loop now.
Uh-oh. Oh my god, poor Quinn. Yeah, this always reminds me of the Dead Zone, though. Do you remember that shit? Okay, I'm not even going to ask you that. But in the Dead Zone,
I remember a movie, Dead Zone.
right? But do you remember the kid when like Christopher Walken kind of has a bad feeling about the kid going to the hockey game, and he pretty much knows that the kid is going to drown.
No.
And oh man, we need to watch that shit.
I've seen it. I have it, I think.
We probably need to do a commentary for the Dead Zone because Scream Factory is about to release the Dead Zone in a special collector's edition.
Oh, man.
As of right now.
Now? So it's already out?
Probably by the time we release this episode.
Oh, really?
It'll
this
be
week?
out, yeah.
Dude, he plays... Evidently, Calkin did a 3-minute thing called Father John Misty, Total Entertainment Forever. And
Are these like porn?
He played
films?
Kurt Cobain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's a music video or something.
Kurt Cobains?
Cobain.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was like a porn name.
No.
I keep thinking that Macaulay went and did porn, but...
No, he did some 13-minute short in 2017, did a bunch of TV in 18.
What I want to know is when he's going to do
I want to see Changeling.
another Home Alone.
I want to see Changeling. I'm going to go watch that because I think it's on one of...
Changeling?
Changeland.
Changeland, okay. Well, enunciate, you son of a bitch.
Dude, I'm fucking from the South. And my tongue is really dried out right now.
So what's Changeland supposed to be?
I don't know,
about?
but I've seen that poster, and you probably have too.
Is this a horror flick?
No.
Comedy drama.
Yeah. Have you not seen that anywhere on your Blu-ray releases or anything?
No. Is Macaulay the star of this?
I don't know. You'd probably find out faster than me.
Well, it's got Seth Green in it, so it's probably going to be pretty funny.
Yeah, I saw that come across something.
Seth Green as writer and director. So while visiting Thailand, two estranged friends realize there's no rule book for finding purpose and meaning in life. Yeah, I mean, I like Seth Green, and I like how he and Macaulay are friends.
Well, I was going to watch it just because of Macaulay. I wanted to see something that he was in older.
Yeah.
He's evidently been doing a little bit of stuff.
Yeah. See, it would be cool to see what kind of...
there was Robot Chicken in there, and isn't that Seth Green?
Yeah. It would be cool to see what kind of chops Macaulay Culkin has now, because I'm interested. Like, I'm too hung up on what he was like in, My Girl, movies like this, Uncle Buck, Home Alone, Richie Rich.
Yeah. Well, it's the thing. Could he have progressed?
Yeah, I don't
Did
know.
he have the acting chops?
I feel like he probably could, but I also feel like he's been out of the game for so long that he's not going to be on the same level as...
I guess that. Yeah,
Elijah
that's a
Wood.
better. Yeah.
Yeah, like Elijah Wood is fucking
Is
great.
Elijah Wood is probably like a natural.
Yeah.
Who's like? He was in it so young. Like,
yeah, and like
makes me want to put my daughter in the fucking shit immediately.
Yeah, dude, because kids, they grow into it. To me, I feel like with acting, you don't really necessarily have to have. I mean, people may poke me in the cock for this, but like, I feel like it. Sometimes kids aren't naturally born with it, and you can learn acting. You just have to learn the right methods. Looking them in the eye and knowing how to react to something emotional. But that being said, there are natural talents.
You gotta have real emotion. You can't, because some actors, come on, when they try to do it, it's pretty hammy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And we've seen it. I mean, and I've seen some bad kid actors.
But
too.
then again, that could be the director.
I mean, yeah, it's true. Some directors don't work close enough with the actors to really pull that performance out of them. And that can make a film suffer. Some directors are more technically oriented.
But these are kids, though. It's amazing to think about what they were doing.
And it's amazing that this movie came out as good as it did, because you had to have an actor like Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood to get this kind of quality. Because think about this. That's the number one rule. Even Steven Spielberg fucking says it. He says the number one rule is don't work with children or pets, like animals. Because they're the hardest fucking thing to work with. Like, these kids, imagine how hard it would be to rein them in. And even to, like, deliver these kind of performances that we see in this film.
Well, we know he was drawn... Dude, I bet his dad was teaching him shit as soon as he could.
Yeah, like that fucking Meisner method and shit.
Dude, he was teaching him... Since his dad was on Broadway, he was teaching him as soon as he...
Probably since he came out the womb.
Yeah, dude.
He was like, I need you to fucking be... John Candy's nephew.
What was the fucking movie about Mayhem, the band that his brother was in, Roy?
What now?
Lost Salem or Lost... God damn it.
Oh, the one a while ago that you mentioned to me is a horror film. I have it on Blu-ray.
It's not really horror, but yeah, it is horror.
Lords of Chaos.
Lords of Chaos.
Yeah. It's kind of horror-esque, though, isn't it?
Oh, dude. I mean, it's horror. It's like real-life horror.
Yeah.
But it's an embellishment on the actual story, though. Because there's true elements to this story.
And it's like a documentary, isn't it? Kind of.
I mean,
like
in a way, yeah. The
mockumentary type
yeah,
thing?
it's like a true story, but they embellish on a little bit of the story.
Right.
It's not necessarily exactly to... It's Hollywood up just
Yeah.
a little bit. But yeah, there was a band called Mayhem. The lead singer blew his head off. Another member came in, took Polaroids, and they used those Polaroids as the band's album cover. And like, they were in wherever they were burning down churches. They're the band responsible for burning down churches and shit back then.
Oh, okay.
In the death metal or wherever, Norway or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Black metal.
Yeah.
They were Norwegian black metal.
Yeah, that black Norwegian metal, yeah.
Roy. But I was trying to figure it out again because I wanted to see what he was up to.
Yeah, Rory, right?
Yeah.
Not Kieran. I'm curious about Kieran.
Rory's got a movie,
Curious
The Intruder.
about Kieran. What now?
Rory's in something called The Last Thing Mary Saw, and he's the intruder.
Oh, well.
That sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah. See, he's done some interesting movies. He was in, wasn't Rory Culkin in that Jack Came Home movie?
He's in Signs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know he was in Signs.
I don't see Jack Came Home here, but let me go in.
Maybe that was Kieran Culkin that was in Jack Came Home. Remember, we watched that. It was kind of a depressing fucking horror movie. It had Lynn Shay in it.
It was in Welcome to Wiltus. Have you seen that?
Welcome to Willits?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Jack Goes Home. Yeah, that's Roy.
That's Rory? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then what the fuck happened to Kieran Culkin? It seemed like the last thing he did was that movie, The Dangerous Lives of Altar Boys. For those who haven't seen The Dangerous Lives of Altar Boys, I don't know what you're waiting on.
You totally went into advertisement, like theater voice.
Yeah, good fucking movie. Check it out.
What was it called?
The Dangerous Lives of Altar Boys. I mean, that was years ago, though. It's like, I don't even know if Kieran Culkin did anything afterwards, but he was in another movie called Igby Goes Down. He did some a lot of shit in the early 2000s that I thought was gonna really catapult his career, and then all of a sudden it's like he fizzled out. Probably got on meth or some shit.
Wasn't he in?
Started hanging around fucking
Dude,
Nick
he's in
Stahl.
Scott Pilgrim.
Huh?
He's in Scott Pilgrim.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. But even that was kind of a.
He was in Movie 43.
That was kind of a while back, though. I mean,
2013.
Yeah, that's true. Which
he's been in a TV show, Succession, since 2018 to 2021. It's some HBO drama.
Yeah.
So that's what he's doing.
Yeah. So he really hasn't been busy on the movie front then.
What I see here, let me go into his actual filmography, but it looks like what? Oh, he did a 26-minute short, Father of the Bride Part 3-ish.
Oh yeah, because he was in that.
Dude, I'd like to see that. He was on Robot Chicken too.
Did he direct that, or was he just acting it?
It says Matty Banks. Is that his character that was in that?
Probably, yeah.
He did some shorts. Infinity Baby, 2017. TV in 2015. He was in 2 episodes of Fargo. Some movie called Quitters. I've never heard any of this.
Yeah, so
but movie 43 and Scott Pilgrim are the last things. Oh, and Paper Man.
Oh, there goes the line. Hey, Mark, don't fuck with me. Yeah, so Kieran Culkin, he's staying pretty busy on the movie front. It's just...
It looks like he's in TV right now. 2021, he has a movie called No Sudden Move. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's out now.
I guess I just haven't seen his face in a long time. Maybe he's just doing some under the radar shit. But I feel like Rory Culkin is the one who's been, the most prolific.
It looks like he's been doing seriously TV since 2015.
Yeah.
He did some movies, but I'd never heard of them.
Yeah, but you
Wiener
remember?
Dog. Have you heard of Wiener Dog?
No, oh yeah. That's a fucking. That's a good movie. Wiener Dog.
2016.
Yeah, that was from the director. Don't tell me his name. Fuck my ass. What's his name?
Dude, you're so horny. You need to go get laid.
Yeah, always. God, what is the name of the guy who did Wiener Dog? I love him as a filmmaker. Todd Solondz. Did he do Wiener Dog? Yeah.
And he also wrote it.
Yeah. He's a good filmmaker.
I've never heard of it. Dark Horse. Welcome to the Dollhouse. Or
Yeah.
Did he actually do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, we could do a whole episode on Todd Solondz, man. He's not a horror filmmaker, but he does do some pretty disturbing movies.
Okay. And then he did something called Infinity Baby in 2017 too. Whoa, it's got Nick Offerman in it.
Yeah.
And Noel Wells. Stephen Root.
What is going on here? Oh, okay. Elijah Wood thinks that Henry has poisoned the family. But you know what I think is interesting about this? The fact that like Macaulay Culkin is making him look
like the crazy one.
Yeah, he's making him look like he's psycho.
Mm-hmm.
It's total. Yeah, it's like this psychological manipulation. This game through this whole movie.
You know what the funny thing is? Trying to figure out the Culkin brothers and what they've done through continuing.
Yeah.
Like, I just see them and I go, okay, that's the Culkin brother. I never really connected that there's two separate brothers. So I just always just saw Culkin and was like, oh, there's a Culkin brother.
Yeah, you always thought that Rory was Kieran and vice versa.
Or they were just the brother.
Well, you remember Kieran was Fuller in Home Alone, the one who wet the bed all the time?
Okay, see, I knew there was one in it. I just didn't know which one.
Yeah. And the first time I ever saw Rory...
Dude, that looks like a small bed.
May have been Signs. I'm not sure.
Dude, I like Rory.
Yeah, Rory Culkin is... like I said, I think he's the one who's the most prolific now.
I think he's got it too, though.
Yeah. Macaulay needs to get back in the game, dude.
Dude, it's there. We got to just go find it.
Yeah, I want to see a fucking movie where all the brothers come together, kind of like in Walter Hill's The Long Riders. Like, you need to have like an old Western with all the fucking Culkin brothers coming in.
Okay, can we just have them remake Three Amigos?
I mean, yeah.
Since everything's a remake nowadays.
Mean, why not? But, just have all the Culkin brothers come together as like this gang. And even Quinn Culkin can join in. Like, get all the Culkin kids together. And I just feel like they're a little underutilized right now in terms of family. Because, I'm thinking of like this movie, The Long Riders, where they had all these brothers come together. Like, they had like Stacy Keach and James Keach. They had like Robert Carradine, David Carradine. Then they had like Randy Quaid and fucking his brother Dennis Quaid. It was cool because all these brothers were fucking playing like partners and cowboys and shit. It was cool. I think
I had no fucking clue about that. That sounds interesting.
Well, you should watch it. But
do you have it?
I do have it. But they should do that with the Culkins. Totally just, do a big family fucking movie like that. But something cool, some kind of exploitation movie or some action shit.
Most definitely going to have to be indie. Hollywood won't use them.
Probably not. But it kind of sucks how Macaulay doesn't have like the same pull that he used to back in the day. Because I guarantee you if Macaulay Culkin was to approach big studios now, they wouldn't give a shit. Mm-hmm. They wouldn't give a fuck. It's sad how Hollywood just chews people up and spits them out. Like, if you're no longer desirable, they're fucking done with you. They don't care how good your idea is or how profitable it might be. He's no longer the cute boy from Home Alone. They're fucking done with him. Like, hell, Anna Klumsky, dude. I think that's how you pronounce her last name, Anna Klumsky. The girl from My Girl. Veda.
Oh, yeah?
Veda Sultanfuss, yeah. Like, remember, she, for the longest time, for maybe personal reasons, she disappeared. She did some shit with, like, Thora Birch and stuff when she was younger.
That way I didn't know.
Yeah, but remember she disappeared and then she came back and did that show Veep. And kind of had like a resurgence.
I didn't watch that.
Oh, okay. Well, she was in that show and that was kind of like her comeback. And I don't know. It may be easier for certain actresses to come back, but I feel like if Macaulay Culkin did try to come back, people would probably make fun of his acting, or they would accuse him of being on drugs. And here's the thing: I don't even know if any of that was true. Like, was he really on meth, or was that just a rumor?
I don't listen to any of it, to be honest. I don't listen. I don't know the story, but I do believe there is a story with his family. But I can't.
What, as far as his drug abuse?
I don't know. I don't think he actually did. I'm not 100% sure.
He debunked. I mean, of course he would naturally, but he debunked it.
Okay, I didn't think it was true.
He claims that he didn't have a problem with drugs, but you remember that, and that's how fucked up the media is, dude. Like, you saw all these in the tabloids, like, oh, Macaulay Culkin. Remember they used to use that same picture of him where he looked like he was all fucked up?
Okay. Well, you remember, I think this is why, because you remember me telling you he was in a band that sang nothing about pizza? Yeah, he was. The Pizza Underground.
That was the name of the band?
Mm-hmm. And they sang, all their songs were about pizza. It says here, pizza-themed Velvet Underground tribute band.
Oh, okay. I never heard of him.
Yeah.
That's
he was doing music. Yeah. And I guess there goes a picture of him performing. But, like, cool. He's overweight, heavy. So he gets in shape and thins down, and they're like, he's on freaking drugs.
They probably, yeah. I mean, there's no telling what they've accused him of.
Either which way, if he was on drugs, he's probably off now.
Yeah, and exactly. And, like, because when I saw him on Joe Rogan, I was like, hey, he looks normal to me. Mm-hmm. But then a lot of people think that he was fucked by Michael Jackson, too. Like, remember that the whole thing where...
Oh, the HBO documentary?
Yeah, well, he wasn't part of that, was he? Like,
no, but those boys were pretty much hanging out with him like he was, right?
Yeah. And I think even Macaulay Culkin was godfather to one of Michael Jackson's kids or some shit.
See, I don't listen to any of that tabloid shit unless somebody's like,
it's hard.
Comes out and's like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah, it's so hard for me to believe because it's almost like they're just trying to like run these smear campaigns on people. Like once they stop becoming famous, it's like they want to see these people at their worst,
or they do something weird and eccentric. You're saying he's living off of his investments, and he's like in this band with his friends and shit, or people he's found.
Yeah.
Doing weird shit, so they're like, he's on drugs, he's in a band that sings about pizza.
Yeah, and it's almost like the paparazzi, they just start these smear campaigns because it's like they're pissed off that they're not doing movies anymore. It's like the same way they treated Corey Haim right before he fucking died. It's fucked up.
Yeah, well, a lot of kid actors also during this time were getting fucked up, right? The system was kind of fucking them.
Yeah.
They all had issues.
Yeah, naturally...
except I guess Elijah Wood, he fucking somehow maintained.
He rose above it. Yeah.
I don't know. But there's a lot of stories.
Yeah. I bet Elijah Wood's got all kinds of stories about fucked up, spurious producers and
well, I wonder if his parents were like that, like his dad. Like they were like, son, you gotta do this, or was he like, I want to do this?
Macaulay's dad or Elijah's dad?
Elijah's. Like, what was his family all like doing at this point?
I don't know much about his family. I
don't know what. Like, I just realized how much I don't know.
I know. I don't even think his parents had a show business background. I mean, I'm not sure, but you know what I always like about Elijah Wood though, is he's always got that same look on his face, like that pensive, like wide-eyed look.
Frodo.
Yeah, you can go to any movie that Elijah Wood has done, and he's got the Frodo face, man.
Oh, dude, he's responsible for that movie making so much money.
Yeah, him and Sean Astin.
Dude, that movie, like...
But, dude...
After that, though, he was like... Dude, that movie probably set him for his production company.
But you know that he's tired of talking about that shit, and you know that he probably hates being called Frodo.
Oh, dude, I know.
But here's the thing, though. Does he like talking about The Faculty? Because that was an amazing movie with him.
He was in that? I don't remember him in that.
He was in The Faculty, yeah.
That also has the curly-haired guy, or is there a curly-haired dude in that? Who else is in that?
I'm sure there was a curly-haired person in that movie, but...
I didn't... He was the lead in it?
Yeah. Yeah, well, he...
The Alien movie?
He and...
I just watched that, and I don't remember him in it. But I remember a lot of other famous people that I didn't realize was in it.
Josh Hartnett was in it.
Okay, maybe...
Yeah, Josh Hartnett was in it. Uh, now I'm struggling.
Yeah,
to
dude,
remember.
that's don't fail me.
Well, I remember Usher.
What are you doing?
Usher was in it.
What?
Robert Patrick, the T1000.
What happened to Usher?
I don't know, but do you remember?
The T1000.
Elijah Wood was also in. Wasn't he in? He was in Deep Impact around this time too, or not around this time, but around the time he did The Faculty. He was
Deep
in
Impact?
Deep Impact. You know, the one about the asteroid.
With Billy Bob? Or Affleck?
That was Armageddon.
Affleck?
They're pretty much the same movie.
Affleck? Dude, why is my voice? My
Whoa.
singing voice came out.
Shit. Just to let you guys know, we're at the part where Elijah Wood is going off and trying to break the window and shit.
He's trying to escape because he's being played as the crazy one.
Yeah, he is.
He was pretty much caught threatening him.
Yeah, but I think right here he's actually trying to save Macaulay's mom. Yeah.
Oh, well.
We're at the end, dude.
So we skip past the fucking
We've been talking through this whole movie. I didn't know we were at the end.
yeah, I knew it had to come soon.
Yeah.
But I just remember seeing him with the scissors and shit.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. This is when he confesses to killing Richard.
To his mom.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, it's so fucked up because she knows. She just wants to hear him say.
So Elijah Wood is going to save this mom from her own son.
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of poetic.
It's not what I remembered. I guess I thought it was his mom, but it was reversed.
Right. No. Remember, his mom died from cancer at the beginning.
Well, I'm just saying when you said we're gonna watch The Good Son,
Mm-hmm.
like the story in my head was, and then that was obliterated, and it's just so weird. Why is he really?
I have no clue what you're talking about right now. But
That's okay. I'm high. I'm just saying.
But you were saying that you thought this the whole time was Elijah
Well, when
Wood's
you told
mom?
me about this movie, that we were going to watch this movie, my memory of the movie was basically a family, and I just assumed it was Elijah Wood's family.
Oh, okay.
So it's
That
reversed.
completely changes the dynamic
Yeah.
of everything.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like blown away.
Yeah.
And I'd already forgotten about the mom dying.
Well, and that's what makes it so cathartic at the end here is like when they're hanging from the cliff at the
Where
end.
she goes. And he's been spying on her this
And
whole time.
she has to choose like what fucking kid. And so she chooses to drop her own son to save her nephew's life because she knows that he is the good one.
Yeah.
Like he really is the good son. God. A little bit of trivia about this. I don't know how they did it, but okay, so this was like a real cliff and it was overlooking one of the Great Lakes. But they wanted it to look like the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And they created those waves, I think. And crew members made it look like waves were pouring in there. But they also built this this fake cliff over the real one, so that
right there.
Yeah, so that when they fell, they landed safely. On some kind of mattress or trampoline or some shit below. And they wanted Macaulay Culkin to really fall. So he, I think he told the producers, "I'll do it if you give me a BB gun." So that's it. That's the end of the story there.
So he wanted a BB gun.
He wanted a BB gun.
He's like, I'll jump off of this if you get me a BB gun.
He's like, that'll be my stunt pay, motherfucker. Give me a BB gun. So he did the fall. They gave him a BB gun. And
I wonder what his dad negotiated.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? Kit Culkin, man. I would almost like to see a biography on like the Culkin family because I imagine there was some shit going on in that family. I just heard his dad was a prick.
A real slave driver.
Exactly. Yeah, and dude, this is like such a crazy ending because she has to drop a fucking kid off a cliff. Yeah, this movie is so dark. I'm not gonna say it's the kind of movie that is he wearing a Freddy sweater? I feel like Henry's wearing a Freddy sweater there.
Yeah.
But okay, I don't want to say that a movie like this couldn't be made nowadays because
It's not gonna seem as real. It'll be glamorized,
yeah, well,
polished.
but here's the thing: I think they would make a movie like this in Europe.
I could see it.
Yeah, they still do kind of.
Australia for sure.
Yeah, they still do movies like this over in Europe with these dark, sinister tones. Yeah, drop him. He's got the Freddy sweater on. He's evil.
But this was also a big studio movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And I was saying a while ago, it was, yeah, it's totally, the project got started originally at Universal. I like how he's doing the Home Alone scream there. He should have, like, put his hands on his cheeks as he was falling. But, yeah, this movie originally had got started at Universal, and then it went to 20th Century Fox.
Okay.
And what's crazy, goddamn, they even show the aftermath there. The blood and everything. But yeah, this was a $17 million movie, and you know back then that was a big chunk of change.
Didn't it play so much better than the shit nowadays? I guess everything nowadays though is like a comedy or like a fucking superhero movie.
Yeah, or it's like every horror movie or every suspense movie that comes out too has to be kind
It's
of
a remake.
edgy or have some kind of dark humor to it.
Dark humor? You mean woke?
Yeah, we got
I mean,
woke.
they
It's
fucked
got-
up. What was it? The witch movie they just fucked up? The Curse?
There's no telling.
Yeah, oh man, it's the witch
Oh,
movie.
the Craft.
The Craft, yeah.
The woke Craft. They are. They're either I don't know. They ham them up. They either make them woke, overly PC, or there's some kind of propaganda movie. You know, but they don't really just tell good stories anymore that resonate with people on a personal level. It's pandering. I feel like it's commercialized pandering because films have become such a major business now.
Yeah.
But Macaulay Culkin getting top billing here among everybody else. He probably I bet he made like fucking $5 million just from doing this movie. But we're on the closing credits right now, and you know, I enjoyed that movie. I didn't watch much of it, but I mean,
know it though.
yeah, I know this movie, and I don't think I really forgot anything either.
Trust me, I watched it.
Yeah, yeah. When was the last time you've seen this movie? Been a while.
No, it's been within 10 years.
I was gonna say it's at least been a decade for me.
I would say within 10 years somewhere, not 10 years and beyond.
Yeah, yeah. But I still remember it real well, and I think honestly, I watched this a lot when I was a kid, and I think that's why it sticks with me so much because I probably, you know, I loved shit like this.
Oh,
with
dude,
fucked
this is
up
a
kids.
really good movie.
And I even made a list actually of fucked up kid movies.
Oh, really?
So that we could kind of talk about this, because I wanted to. I was thinking of like The Bad Seed, which I don't know if you've seen that one, but I was also thinking about like how
Sounds familiar.
yeah,
but-
it's from the 50s, and it was
Oh, then no.
it was like the first time that they made like a fucked up kid movie. It was like the first time they were saying, "Hey, parents, do you really know who your kids are?" But yeah, I made a list because I was kind of struggling to think of like fucked up kid movies and have they released any in a while. And I was actually surprised because they have. They did the movie The Prodigy, and that was fairly recent. If you haven't seen that one, you need to get on that. The Prodigy was fucking creepy because it reminded me a lot of Brightburn.
It sounds familiar. I bet I've seen the trailer, but
Yeah,
as far as actually seeing the movie,
It's pretty new, dude. Like it came out in like 2019 or 2018, but that if you haven't seen it, fucking get on it. Brightburn was good, which was more like a superhero type story, but it was still about an innately evil fucking kid. But it was pretty much like Superman, an evil Superman. But
no story.
but what?
I hated that movie. It had no story.
Brightburn?
Yeah, it had no story.
Uh,
It was just scenes after scenes of.
I mean, it had a story, but it was derivative. It was incredibly derivative.
You had to pretty much go, okay, let's think of Superman and know the lore of Superman.
Yeah.
To get anything.
That's it. Yeah, I mean,
dude, it was a pile of food. I didn't like it.
yeah,
I was so disappointed in it.
I didn't think it was complete shit.
Thought it was shot well. Thought it was cool to watch.
It's good looking movie.
I thought it was pieced together, like just.
Yeah. Well,
I was so excited about seeing that one too. By the way.
Yeah. Well, me too. I mean, it definitely didn't live up to my standards or my expectations. But another good one, Eden Lake. Have you seen Eden Lake?
Yeah. I fell asleep on it.
Are you lying?
I fell asleep on it.
Oh man, no.
I put it on with like lyric or something and went to sleep.
It's pretty fucked up, man. Of course, it's not really like this, but it does deal with fucked up kids. But they're
not little kids.
No, they're teenagers.
See, that's what I thought. Yeah. Come on, think of you're putting teenagers in this shit.
I'm trying. There's okay.
Go to kids like under the age of like.
All right. The Hole in the Ground.
Preteen.
Have you seen The Hole in the Ground? That was an A24 movie.
Sounds familiar. Yeah.
The Hole in the Ground was fucking scary. It was like I want to say they shot it in Ireland or something. It's not a movie from the States, but it's creepy. The Hole in the Ground. Good Night, Mommy.
I remember we saw that.
We saw that in the theater, and that movie
wasn't that kind of more than
creeped me the fuck.
Didn't it have more to do with?
Those boys were fucked up, but it was just the one boy. Remember?
Okay, I was about to say there's
spoiler alert.
Yeah. That's what I was going. I was like, there's more to it than just being a fucked up kid.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
you thought his brother was alive the whole time, but he wasn't.
Yeah, he was talking to himself.
Yeah, and you think the mom's the fucked up character, but you realize it's the kid. Case 39. That was interesting. That was an interesting movie. It's kind of old. That came out like.
When you say kind of old, what year?
I mean, it was like 09, but
I mean, that is old now.
Yeah, looking back at it now, it's fucking 12 years old. But
it doesn't feel like it.
No, it still feels new. Interesting one here. We need to talk about Kevin.
Why?
If you haven't seen that, you need to see it. It's the chick who looks like Conan O'Brien. I can't remember her name, but she's got red hair. Tilda Swinton.
There's a chick that looks like. Oh, is she in the new Netflix Dead movie?
I don't know that shit.
The chick that was filmed over.
Oh no, not Tig Notaro, you son of a bitch.
But, who'd you say that?
Tilda Swinton, no. And she.
Wait.
Anyway, it doesn't fucking matter. She's in the movie.
Was she in the remake of Suspiria?
Yes, I think actually she was. Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to connect the face to the name.
You might want to check on that, but I think you're right. But Tilda Swinton, she was in We Need to Talk About Kevin, and that fucking movie is just crazy because it's like when the kid is born, he's just born bad. Like there's something wrong with her. She's not evil, but it's like the kid picks up on her anxiety, and he's kind of autistic. He's kind of weird and shit, and like he just grows up. John C. Reilly's his dad. And the kid just kind of grows up to just be evil, and they don't know why. But it's like it has something to do with like the kid picking up on his mom's anxieties and shit. And
I think I have seen it.
Yeah, it's
to be honest,
kind of I don't want to say it's horror, but it's more of like a dark drama. But
who put it out though? Was it Hollywood?
I almost said A24, but it was somebody like Magnet or something. I think Magnet did it. I might be talking out of my ass, but
it doesn't matter. I'll believe you, and I'll spread it.
Yeah, I wrote down,
or I'll forget it.
yeah, you'll forget it. I wrote down Mikey. We've talked about Mikey. Orphan was fucking good, but that actually wasn't a kid. That was an older lady pretending to be a kid. So I guess you really can't call that.
I don't know that I've seen that. I think I intentionally didn't want to see that.
Now, Orphan is really good, dude. Like, I was blown away by the ending.
Well, once you know that, you can't watch it.
I think you'd still enjoy it. It's really good. Just take my word for it, man. But there's a movie that I didn't write down that I just now thought of that had to do with an evil kid. But I don't know. There was more of them than what I thought. Like, because when I first decided that I wanted to watch this movie, I was like, man, what other evil kid movies have there been? Turns out recently there've been a lot. I just like completely forgot. I was drawing a blank like you.
No, it's just they're not mainstream.
Most of them aren't.
You don't see a trailer for any of them.
That's actually a good point. They're not mainstream.
They're not in the theaters. They're not.
Probably the most mainstream one was The Prodigy, but even that kind of came and went, you know?
Mm-hmm. They won't stay there long. But yeah, everything nowadays, like we always talk about, is Disney or Marvel, which is Disney.
Yeah.
You know, and
it's
then
all conglomerated. It's just regurgitated crap, dude.
Yeah.
It's
franchises or remakes.
So let's move into our review section for The Good Son.
Yeah, why don't you shut up and move to the next section?
I will.
Okay.
I will. Hey, if you want me to shut the fuck up this whole time, I'll just let you talk for the rest of the episode.
I've got to pee, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, my bad. Again, you got to pee again,
dude. I've had 2 beers.
I'm worried about your bladder.
Dude,
I think you need to get your goddamn prostate checked.
Oh, dude, it's benign.
I'll check it if you want me to.
No.
But so my review for this movie, I give this 4 popcorn kernels out of 5. I feel like it's a solid 4.
Well, why is it not a 5?
Well, because it's not a perfect film.
What's not good about it?
I didn't say it's not good.
Well, what doesn't make it perfect? I'm giving it a 5.
Well,
where do you shortcome on it?
If you'll let me finish my review.
No, you really ticked me off. No, go ahead,
motherfucker. You're really getting my blood boiling over here. But no, first off, it's not as good as The Stepfather. But
dude, oh man, it's right up there with that. It's
close. It's close, but I feel like
dude,
I don't know. Hey man, if you don't let me finish my review, I'm deleting this episode. But I'll say it's a 4. The writing from, I assume, David Lowery. That one guy got credit for it, but I think there was a lot of rewrites from David Lowery. But the guy who gets the actual screenplay credit, is that Ian McEwan dude. But the screenplay, is pretty tight. It's a solid piece of suspense that I feel like doesn't exist in Hollywood anymore. They don't make suspense movies like this anymore. The music,
they don't make real movies like this anymore.
They don't, and I heard you just mention music. That's one thing. Elmer Bernstein's music yeah,
that's funny.
Elmer, well, you meant to say movie, but
yeah, okay. I did. My brain still checked out movie.
Yeah, but speaking of the music's great. I feel like it adds to it. Elmer Bernstein's fucking legendary. Macaulay Culkin's performance, it's not great, but I feel like at the time that it came out, it was really shocking to see him in a fucking role like this. And it's like, man, he and Elijah Wood bounce off each other so well. And like, there's a good dynamic there between those two. Wendy Crewson does a good job as the mom. You like really kind of feel sorry for her when she finds out that Henry drowned her boy. And then like,
you make it seem like it was her boy and not his brother.
It was her boy.
Well, but also his brother, right?
Yeah.
You're always like, her boy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was.
His brother.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Potato,
Well, you kind of made, it's like this connection where it was like, they're not family.
Right. Well, yeah. Okay, well, his brother.
Any which way, my bladder still has to go.
Yeah, he drowned his brother. But anyway, yeah. So I like that. I feel like all the adult roles are kind of just in the background, though. I feel like they all did a good job. David Morris and
this was on the kids.
The dad from Cujo. Yeah, but they all kind of take a back seat to what's going on with the kids. But performance-wise, I feel like everybody did a great job. This is a riveting fucking dark drama. So if you guys haven't seen it, fucking check it out because you're missing out. And with that being said, we'll move into the Chatter's review.
Dude, it's a fucking 5.
Okay, well.
Music's great.
Okay.
I like the look of it. I don't think we see movies that look like this anymore.
No,
and I guess that comes down to the
real elegant?
Yeah,
cinematography is real elegant. It moves.
It has a look that we don't see anymore.
Right. It's almost like they had a dolly for every shot, and
I guess your shortcomings were the writing. I guess Well, if you had to pick one thing, I thought that's where you kind of... Okay, I guess I misinterpreted you there.
Shortcomings? No, I don't. I just feel like it's not a strong, compelling enough movie to be a 5. I mean,
Dude, what not?
I mean, it's
Dude,
good.
these kids had to... Dude, you think about these kids and how old they were, and they didn't ham it up.
Okay,
if they had hammed it up or fucked it up, and they're fucking being able to control their faces, I couldn't do that.
I know, but you're saying that my rating is bad. You're assuming that a 4 is bad.
I don't see how you
just
can't give it a 5.
Well, just because I'm saying it's not perfect doesn't mean I'm saying that it sucks.
Dude,
But,
it's so
but
good.
but by you asking me to give it a 5 is basically you saying, "Hey, Richard, this is as good as Jaws," or "This is as good."
Oh yes, yes.
This is as good as Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. See, I can't rate it perfect. I mean, I can't.
Dude, it's so good.
I can't say it's up there with A Nightmare on Elm Street or
This is honestly...
The Exorcist. Don't fucking blaspheme in here, dude.
Oh, dude, this is way better than all... This is like in a class separated from Nightmare.
You are just too high.
This is
Or maybe not high enough.
This is in a different league than the Nightmare movie.
Well, it's a different kind of movie. It's definitely not supernatural horror. It's just a psychological dark drama with horror undertones. And they actually could have went a little further with the horror, I think.
That had freaking epic people behind it. This is a 5.
It did. I mean, I like Joseph Rubin. I feel like...
It's right up there with 976 Evil.
No. It may be up there close to The Stepfather, but there you go again with that 976 Evil shit.
I was just reminding you because I gave this a 5.
And you're making me choke. And I told you I wasn't going to let you live that down, but
No,
you're not letting me live that down.
Well, I just decided to jump on it before you could.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't have much more to say that
Yeah,
I
I mean-
haven't ever talked about it.
I mean, you want to give it a 5? Hey,
Yeah, I gave
fair.
it a 5.
Fair
I just
enough.
can't believe you didn't. I thought you were going to give it a 5 all the
No,
way.
it's not a goddamn masterpiece, dude. It's just a really good taut piece of suspense.
It's a underrated masterpiece.
It's underrated, yeah, for sure. It's definitely underrated, but I can't rank it up there with like classic suspense flicks like Psycho or even like The Hitcher, or yeah. I mean, dude, this is a good.
The Hitcher's good, but this is out of league, dude. The Hitcher's not like real. This was real.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're again 2 different types.
I mean, fucking mothers and families weren't like, oh my god, I'm not gonna let my grown-up kid drive on a road in the desert because he's gonna get stalked by the Hitcher. But they were like, I'm not gonna let my kid watch this movie because he might be crazy.
We're about to sign off because I'm getting mad. I'm getting really mad at the chat. I mean, because I rate like the like movies like Predator, like a 5, or Alien a 5, or even like Die Hard, but this one is just, it's not perfect. I mean, but 4 is a good rating, so I feel like you're shitting on me for no reason. You're acting,
No, I'm just surprised.
You're acting
It's
like I gave the movie a 2.
I expected more from you.
Like, I mean, it's like, how would you
You
react?
broke my heart.
Yeah, how would you react if I gave it like a 2 though?
I would have probably...
I mean, you'd probably fucking rape me and kill me.
No, I would have disemboweled myself.
You'd be that disappointed. I know you would be. Cause,
I did not see a 4 coming. I
Man.
thought you were going to give it a 5.
man, just one popcorn kernel, and you're like, you son of a bitch.
No, it's not you son of a bitch. It's I'm just so surprised. I'm so let down. My expectation of you, I guess.
Well, we'll make it up on the next episode.
We'll make it up as soon as...
So with that being said, go fuck yourself. But no, you've been listening to Popcorn on the Macabre, and you've been listening to Dick and the Chatterer, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.